Welcome to our today's webinar, where we're gonna explore the new features in the Flowmon 12.4 release and Flowmon ADS 12.3 and 12.4. My name is Filip Černý. I'm the Flowmon Product Marketing Manager, and together with me here is Martin Škoda, who is the Flowmon Product Owner, who will guide us through the live demonstration of the new features. Hi, Martin.
Hello, Filip. Hello, all, and welcome.
Okay, what will we cover tonight? Here's a brief agenda. So we're going to cover some highlights first of the Flowmon 12.2 release, mainly for our customers in the network operations section, where we're going to explore the IP indexing feature and some usability improvements. And next, we're going to proceed to the Flowmon anomaly detection system extension, which is for our customers in the security operations side. And we're going to go through quite a lot of features, as I can tell, and we're going to show them all. So, Martin, the floor is yours. Let's see the live demo. Let's see what you've prepared for us. So, let me just quickly make you a presenter so you can share your screen. And
okay.
The floor is yours.
Give me a second. Okay, Filip, just confirm that you can see the screen, please.
Yes, the screen is up.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about Flowmon first and Flowmon 12.4. There is a new big feature that is accelerating IP queries in monitoring center in the analysis using IP indexing. And this will be especially helpful for you if you are doing queries using filter for IP. So I will show you. I will select time interval from the 9th of September, and I will use filter for the IP address and run it. So now we are querying the collector data, and because it's quite a large amount of data, this query can take some time. This you can see on the bottom of screen that there is estimated time of completion, which can go up to 1 minute and a half in this case. I know because I tested it before. So let's not wait for the results. I will abort the processing. And now I will use the IP indexing. So this feature is enabled by default, and to use it, you just need to use this checkbox, use IP indexing, put the IP address in there, and you don't need to specify it again in the filter. There is the same time interval, and if I click process, you will see that we will get to results much quicker, not 1 minute and a half. The estimated time of completion now is like higher, but it will be actually faster. As you can see, we have the results after a couple of seconds. When this is useful, so from the way how it works, the performance increase, so the acceleration of the queries will be the most significant based on how often the IP address is present in the flow data. So the less the IP is in the flow data, the more quicker, much more quicker the query will be. So the typical use case is, for example, you have some indicator of compromise, some IP address, and you want to check if some host in your network communicated with that particular IP address. So you can use the IP indexing feature to get to these results much faster. So this is the IP indexing. This feature was originally planned for the new generation of collector engine, which will come in Flowmon 13, but we wanted to bring this to our customers sooner, as this is the most typical use case how our customers are using the analysis in monitoring center. Mm-hmm. Beside that, we have a couple of other improvements. These are just slight improvements. For example, we've seen that the most used parameter for the statistics is IP conversation. So that's now here on default. And also in the channel settings, you can now select individual network performance monitoring metrics. So for now, I have only the server response time, but I can show the others. Previously, you would see all jitter round trip time, server response time, or none of them. So you could not select just the one that you are interested in, and it would mean that you would have maybe sometimes too much lines in the chart. Now you can specify just what you want to see.
That's great. So we allows for easier and broader optimizations. So that's good.
I will go to another feature, which is filtering groups for mapping in the LDAP setting. So if you use LDAP and you have high number of groups, now you can filter them to easily set up the mapping. So in the configuration center, if you enable the LDAP, you enable the mapping. Now there is a like this text box where you can put a substring that will be used for filtering of the groups. So then if you add some mapping, and for example, you have like 1,000 groups. So before you would see 1,000 groups here, and you would need to find those that you want to use for the mapping. But by using that filter, you will see just some. And I have actually a screenshot here. So we used the filter for the admin and Stenek substring, and then you can see that the LDAP groups, they are just those that will match the filter. So this is just slight improvement how to set up the mapping of the groups for the LDAP. Another feature is called maintenance mode. So when you will be updating Flowmon, you will see this screen that will just inform you that the appliance is in the maintenance mode, and that currently it's not you are not able to do any actions. And that's the motivation for this feature, to disallow users to make some actions that could possibly harm the update process. So now you will see this maintenance mode, and if you are admin user, you will see also the steps of the installation, as you can see on the screenshot on the bottom part. And if you are a regular non-admin user, you will see just that the appliance is in the maintenance mode, which is the upper half. Another feature, yeah, sorry, Philip.
No, thank you, Martin. I just want to, I see that a couple of people have joined a little bit later. So I just want to reiterate that if you have any questions throughout the webinar, there is a question panel, and feel free to submit your questions. We'll have Q&A time at the end of the webinar. But thank you, Martin. Please continue. It's very interesting.
All right. So this is most of the new features in the 12.4. The major is the IP indexing. But before I transition to the new features in Flowmon ADS, I want to mention another feature. This feature is for the Flowmon. So you will see that in the dashboards and reports and in the monitoring center, but it requires ADS to be installed. This is like for now. I will talk about the details later and about our future plans. But what is the feature? So now, if you add or if you have your dashboards and reports, and you will see some external IP addresses, you will actually be seeing some additional information in form of these icons. And if you have the ADS, you probably know that that's application to IP mapping, which was added in ADS 12.2, a pretty popular feature based on the customer rating. What we did is that we now have this information in the Flowmon and the dashboards and reports as well. So if you see some external application, external IP address, we have the mapping. So we will show this icon, and you will see that this is the application on platform that is behind this particular IP address. So here we can see that this IP address belongs to Microsoft, and this, for example, to GitHub.
So Martin, you mentioned that this is only available for our customers who are using the anomaly detection system module.
Yes, yeah, exactly. You need to have ADS installed because the application to IP mapping is now done by the ADS module. So it's required for having this information. In the future, we of course want to have this feature available for our customers that have only Flowmon, so the collector, for example, or the probe. So you will see that even if you don't have the ADS, but that's in the future. We wanted to have this feature sooner that it will be implemented in Flowmon. So it comes with the limitation, which is ADS requirement.
Okay, but it is planned for
And
our collectors customers.
And as I mentioned, this is in the dashboards and reports, and as well in the FMC in the analysis. So now, if I want to drill down, and I will show you how it looks in the monitoring center. But before, I want to highlight the change of the context menu. So now, if you click on the IP, you will see this context menu. Again, this is if you have the ADS, which will allow you to copy to clipboard. You can copy the IP to clipboard. This is something that was previously also available, but now there are some additional options like opening analysis in monitoring center and adding that particular IP to filter, and showing the related events that were detected by the ADS for this particular IP. So now I will go to monitoring center. Okay.
That's something we didn't want to see.
Yeah, it's just
It's okay.
certificate issue, but nothing major. So I click through from the dashboards right to the analysis when I can do some further investigations. And as you can see, the IP is in the filter. So if I process it, I will get to some results. But what I want to show you is, give me a second, not. So now I will I just want to see external IP addresses. So I'm adjusting the query and the statistics. So now I will see the top talkers that are, or what are the external IP addresses that the host in the network talk the most. And as you can see, these are all external IP addresses which are mapped to different applications or platforms. So there is like over 1,500 SaaS applications and platforms that we have in our database and that we are mapping to the IP addresses. So this is now available also in the monitoring center. It will help you to see what is that IP address. You don't need to look for that information. What's the service or the application? You don't need to look for that in some other third-party systems or Googling it. So yeah, Flip.
This is really nice. Basically, it's just another level of detail that we can provide you, so it's easier to consume, and you don't need to do the manual search of the IP address and trying to Google what sort of application this is.
That's correct. And there's also one more thing that we are adding to the one more icon that we are adding to the IP addresses. If the IP address is on the blacklist in the Flowmon ADS, you will also see it highlighted here by a skull icon. So now it's these are legit IP addresses that are not on any of our blacklists. But if it would be, you would see another icon, so you can quickly recognize that that IP address is blacklisted.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is like a transition to Flowmon ADS, and now let's talk about new features in the ADS 12.3 and 12.4. I will start with our new security dashboard. So if you add predefined security dashboard, you will see new widgets, and you can add those widgets by yourself to any dashboard. But in the predefined security dashboard, you will now have widgets, two new widgets. One is for analysis summary, and second is for top 10 hosts by threat score. So the analysis summary, it provides you some insights on what is the host with the highest threat score or highest increase in threat score. What are the methods with significant increase of events or which were not present in previous intervals. So it will provide you some insight how your security situation evolves. And this was only available in the ADS, and now it is also available in dashboards or reports as a widget. And same goes for the threat score. So the threat score is calculating how significant the a host's activity is from the security perspective. So the higher the worse. So it also helps you prioritize your investigation focus just on the most important offenders. So this is again something that was added to the ADS in the previous versions, but now we have a widget for that, so you can add it to your dashboard.
And
What you
Martin,
can also do, yeah, okay.
Sorry, Martin, just regarding these features, because I know if I remember correctly, we've introduced this in October with the previous versions, but you also have insight into some into how customers are adopting our features, and I think there is a pretty nice statistics that shows how customers are liking this specific feature, this AI summary. Can you tell us?
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I prepared the numbers, but forgot to mention them. Yeah, so the application to IP mapping, which I showed previously in the ADS, also the analysis summary and the threat score, these are features that are available for some time. So we already have some feedback from our customers. If you are using the product, you see that from time to time we pop up a window asking you for feedback and evaluating how the features are useful for you, how easy it is to use them. And from these, we actually know that the application to IP mapping, for example, have 4.4, the average score, it's out of 5, not out of 10. Threat score is almost 5, it's 4.9, and analysis summary is 4.5. So these features are really useful, and especially the analysis summary, what we also find out that our users of the ADS actually spend 50% less time on the analysis page in the ADS, meaning that they are twice as effective than previously because the analysis summary helps them prioritize their work and their investigation. So these are interesting things, facts that we have from gathering the feedback to these new features.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great statistics. Thanks, Martin. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so so we made basically the dashboard, security dashboard, better because we will help you to see what is the most important thing that you should focus on, and it just makes sense to help you to get to the additional information from the dashboard to the ADS. So as I showed on the previous widget, the same context menu is available here. It's basically for every IP address in the dashboards and reports. If you have the ADS, you can quickly go to the related views in the ADS. So for example, this is a host with the 100 threat score, and I can quickly go to the ADS, which will show me which will show me the actual detections for this particular hosts aggregated by detection method. So I can see that there are some SSH dictionary attacks, some scanning, DNS query anomalies, communications with some blacklisted countries, and some additional additional anomalies and incidents that I can quickly look into. So from the top level dashboard that helps you prioritize your focus to the level of individual events, and in just a few clicks. You don't need to switch to ADS, then looking for the information there, filtering to get to what you need.
You can
So
basically go straight to analysis just straight from the dashboard. So
yeah.
great.
Another feature that I can show right now. Okay, maybe I am putting too much load on our demo.
That's the risk with demo environments, but
Yeah.
looks like we're
So next time I probably get it more resources. So yeah, let's talk about another feature. Just a minor one, but as you can see, you can have multiple targets in the event. So for example, this is we can see the source. So this IP address makes SSH dictionary attacks to multiple sources. Okay, I will just show it here. Okay, this is different event. This is port scanning. So it's quite similar, just scanning, not dictionary attack. But this this event source, this IP address, scanned like 400 targets. And now in the event attributes, which provide you some additional context to the detected event, we added a parameter top targets, which contains top 20 top 20 event targets. And in cases like scanning SSH dictionary, it's basically the most scanned hosts or hosts with the most dictionary attack attempts. In some other detections like high transfer, it's the top 20 targets which transfer the most of data. So based on the context, it's different, but it will help you to see basically who are the most affected hosts in that particular event. So this is just a small feature that might help you understanding the impact of the detection. And I actually go now to the last feature from the demonstration. This is in the ADS 12.4, and this is actually one feature in the 12.4 besides the improvements of the analysis page responsiveness and the performance. We added this feature in 12.4. There are not a lot of other features because the releases were quite near to each other, 12.3 and 12.4. So this is 12.4, syslog messages. So now you can specify the target of your like syslog messages. So if you are reporting detected events using the syslog, for example, some SIM system or some log manager system, you can specify now the target and also specify the protocol. Previously, you could use only UDP, but now you can use the TCP as well. So you can send the syslog messages via TCP to specific target. Previously, you could do it differently. It had some limitations. Now you can specify the target and specify the TCP protocol, which is especially useful for some environments where the UDP could be a problem. For example, the messages will be too long to send through one UDP datagram, or there are some requirements on the reliability of the transfers. So this is slight improvement for this kind of customers. And with this, that's all from my presentation. So I'm switching word back to you, Philip.
Okay, thank you, Martin. This is still all towards the live demonstrations, but not all with regards to the developed features. So let me just pick up with that. The other improvements that has been available for a while to our monitoring customers is multi-tenancy, which is now also available for our security customers who has the Flowmon anomaly detection and anomaly detection system extension module. And it's especially useful to our managed service providers and managed security service providers customers, which allows them to separate data spaces and isolate configurations for individual tenants on a single Flowmon deployment. So now that it's also available within the Flowmon ADS. You can also find more information about multi-tenancy within our user guide and in our release blogs, which I will reference later on. But that's one more improvements. And the next thing, and I would like to mention, is also we always continue to improve our detection methods. And with this release, we have focused on the detection for DNS traffic detection methods, which has undergone through several improvements, which you can see listed here in the bullet points. This is quite technical, but the main benefits is that it allows for better detection accuracy and better or more improved tuning options for you. We have described all of these features that we've just gone through in this webinar in our recent blog posts, which is our standard practice. So be sure to always check out our blogs in the resource menu. And with that, I would like to also mention you, for those who have not noticed yet, we have also migrated our flowmon.com website to become the part of the Progress family. So now you can find us on progress.com/flowmon. The structure of the web remains the same as you were used to. So you can find, for example, the blog post under resources in blogs, and you can see there, for example, our most recent blog posts on the new releases in the Flowmon 12.4 and later on. So with that, we're reaching the end of our webinar, and now the time has come to go through your questions. And I'm just going through the navigational panel and see that we have no questions asked yet. So again, if you have any questions, now is the time. Feel free to submit them in the navigational panel. We're gonna give it a second and see if something comes through. Martin, have you had any conversations? I know you talk to our customers like regularly. Have you had any conversations regarding the IP indexing feature? In the meantime, can you share us maybe some of the feedbacks, or maybe just generally with the last release? What's the overall feedback from our customers?
Yeah. Since the Flowmon 12.4 is in stable, so generally available to our customers just for 1 or 2 weeks, there is not a lot of feedback gathered yet, but and I personally didn't talk with any customers that would provide me feedback for this, but my colleague did, and actually the performance is well, the feature is well received because the performance increase is really significant, especially for the cases that I mentioned. So overall, so far, good feedback.
Super.
We also got, of course, some additional feature requests, let's say, or feedback where we could improve. So, for example, now the IP indexing or the indexing is using, you can use only IPs, but there is also some limitation over which profile you can use the IP indexing. So we got a feedback that we could extend it to additional profiles and also add some additional parameters, for example, ports. So this is all taken into account for the future versions.
Okay, excellent. That's great. And this is what we always strive to achieve. Always listen to our customers. For example, the improved detection for DNS traffic was mainly built on as our customers, on the customer feedback, and we always try to make those improvements. And I see that we have received one question in the meantime. So I'm just going to read it out. Hello, I have expired license for application performance monitoring 5.0.01. Not able to remove, no action available. How can I install Flowmon 12.4 because installation stopped and ask for APM upgrade? Martin, can you help us with that?
Okay. Well, I would recommend to contact our support. One thing is that you can uninstall the application performance monitoring, but if you are using it, you have some data there. I would not recommend to do that. So it would be better for you to ask support, and they will probably help you sort it out somehow. Maybe some short license to allow you to upgrade, but you will still need to do some like prolongation of the license after if you want to still use the application performance monitoring.
So please reach out to our support. We'll be happy to help you in a closer engagement. And we have a next question. Is there a way to correlate IP version 6 and IP version 4 installed initiated ADS events?
I'm not exactly sure if I understand the question. Maybe if you could provide some additional details on the asker.
Yeah, Martin, can you see the questions in the
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, there is a follow-up. So IP version 4 is generating one event, IP version 6 another event. So is there a way to correlate those so it's only one event that's reported?
Currently, no. How the ADS works, there is only one IP address as an event source, so it will be another event, even if it's the same host with the IPv4 and IPv6 IP address.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so unfortunately not yet. Okay, so there are no more questions coming in. So I believe that we have come towards the end of our webinar. So Martin, I want to thank you. This was a great demonstration. Thank you very much to our customers who have come to join us here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next webinar. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.